Hey, what's up YouTube? TDNRider here, coming at you with a deck profile. This time I will be profiling my Redox Crane plants. So the goal of the deck is just to use your plant monsters in form of Dandelion, Spore and Lone Fire Blossom, and then other cards like Crane to bring out your XYZ monster over here, Tree Spirit of Melias, and then do some shenanigans. It's actually a really fun deck to play, and yeah. So yeah, also the deck runs a Redox engine because like Crane and Maxi and so on and so forth are your Earth targets, as well as Redox can easily be used every turn as a Synchromateria monster. So it's really good. So for the main deck we have two Tragodias, just to stop OTK, and also if it is out you can pretty much go into whatever you want because we're running like level 1, 2, 3, 4 and 6, 7 and 8s. So 8s, that just didn't sound right. So yeah, no. Just pretty much you can do whatever you want if it is out, even, and most of the time your hand is pretty big, like 5 to 6 cards, and then it's a 4600 beater also. It's really good. Then for the main plant monsters, for the boss monsters, we're running one Tetelial Princess of Camellias. Drawing this card sucks, but you're running cards like a 1-for-1 and other stuff. Just it's not that bad, but it's not good. If it was Earth and if it had synergy with Redox, it would be way better, but yeah, it isn't. Then one Talia, Princess of Cherry Blossoms. This is the second plant boss monster, and well, here it goes the same. If it was Earth, it would be way better. You can easily bring out those two with Lone Fire Blossom, and yeah, and also with the what's it called, the XYZ monster. Yeah. Then one Gorse to mainly stop OTKs. Three Redox. This pretty much runs the deck. It speeds it up entirely. This deck doesn't really like XYZ summon that much. It has like an XYZ aspect as well as a as well as a synchro aspect, and Redox can be used for both, so it's a really good card. Then one Gigaplant, also Earth and a plant, and you can just summon it with the Tree Spirit, so it's not that bad, and mainly because it's Earth. And two Reactin, you don't wanna like draw it that much, and yeah, it's really good. Like first turn, if you have first turn a Reactin and a Dandelion as well as a Crane, that's really good. Then two tour guides. I added that not because it's that good, because you're running like Gold Sarcophagus, and Gold Sarc mainly is there to banish your Redox. But if you happen to have a tour guide in your hand, you can summon it, then overlay for Leviar, then banish your Lone Fire, bring it back, and then summon your stuff. And next turn you can do the exact same thing over and over again. So it's really good actually. Also, well, even if you don't have tour guide, you can still banish your Redox and yeah, go from there. Then of course one Lone Fire. I would even run 3 if it was possible, but it's at 1 for some good reasons. Two Card Troopers. A Card Trooper is a really good deck. You want your cards like Dandelion, your Spore, your Redox, you want them in your graveyard. It just mills them, and Thunder King is a kind of a problem, so you can just crash into it, and it's also a floater. So, and as well, it's a target for the next card, for Crane. For those of you who don't know this card, it's a level 3 Winged Beast Earth, and when it's not normal summoned, you can special summon one level 3 monster from your graveyard, but its effects are negated. So we have a few targets actually. Well, itself is a target, then Card Trooper is a really good target, as well as Lone Fire, and the best target would be Dandelion. You wanna like have your Dandelion in your grave, normal summon it, overlay those two for Tree Spirit, and then do your shenanigans. It's really good. So yeah, and now of course one Dandelion, pretty standard in every plant deck. 3 Maxi, I maxed it out, maxed it out. I maxed it out because it's also an Earth, and yeah, just stops your opponent, and if it doesn't, you mainly draw your Tragodia, or you already have your Gorse, and then you can go off like next turn. Then one Spore, just there, and 3 Effect Whale, because our, our only tuner is Spore, and we can only use it twice, maybe 3 times with the Tree Spirit, but Whaler is there, you can stop your opponent like Rabbit or something, or you can just use it as a tuner, so it's really good. Then one 1-for-1 to mainly bring out your Spore, and you don't always have your cards live in your hand, such as those two boss monsters. You want them to have them in the deck, as well as like if you can discard a dandelion with 1 for 1, that's really good. So yeah. Then one heavy storm, mind control, since we're running a XYZ and synchro based deck. One pot of avarice, it's really good, like a 3+2, and you can reset your stuff. So yeah. A 3 gold sark, as I said, mainly to banish your Redox, but also your lone fire, and then if you have a tour guide, it's really good. Then one foolish burial to mainly dump your dandelion, but you can also dump like a Redox or a spore. Just options. Options are really good in this deck. Then one monster reborn, just staple. 2 MSTs and 2 Mark of the Rose. This card is so good. Like literally, just the ability to steal one of your opponent's monsters is so good by little to no cost. You have to have a plant type in your graveyard to banish it, but you can also bring that back with your tour guide, and so it's really good. There are like brain control and the other equipped card that steals monster. All those cards are banned for good reasons, and this card is just not banned because plant is not that of a overused deck. So yeah, it's really good. 3 I guess is too much. 2 is fine with me. So here for the extra deck, you have a Scrap Dragon. As I said, it works really good in combination with Dandelion tokens and Thalia. Then a Stardust Dragon, just staple. A Black Rose, also staple. A Beast God Vulcan, just there for a rank 6. I would run Brown Neck, but it's banned, so yeah. A TG Hyperlibrarian, since we have some synchros in here. Also, it's the biggest generic level 5. Then one Armory Arm. I just found myself too much in the situation in which I had like a Dandelion on the field and a Spore, and I just couldn't do anything. Then a Formula Synchron, since we're running Spore and Dandelion tokens. One Phantom Beastcraft Drakazak, really good, mainly of Redox, and you can also like the fact that it's like a monster reborn, it's really good. But like you can discard Redox and your Dandelion, then summon a monster from a deck, then revive your Dandelion with Crane and just go off like crazy. It's really good. A Big Eye, just there. Leviathan, Silver Mountain, Soul of the Silver Mountain. This card is actually pretty decent. While it requires 2 level 3 Earth monsters, mainly you want to go for it if you can go for game and your opponent has a set card you don't know, like a Mirror Force, or you expect it to be a Mirror Force or something. You can just say, no, you can't use it, and it's actually pretty decent. Then one Levier, as I said, like Tour Guide and Gold Sark and just other stuff. Then the main monster of the extra deck, here we have 3 Spirit of the Melees. This card just speeds up the deck, and 1 Semins to play defensively. And I thought of adding Cherry Beans Man in here. This is no joke, because it's a Earth, so it's a target for Redox, and it's planned, and it can be brought out with Rescue Rabbit. Like, first turn, you really wanna have your Echo and your Tree Spirit. I'm sorry. You really wanna have your Tree Spirit out to like dump a Spore or something. But that's not like the case, because first turn your Crane is not that good, except you have like a Redox or something. So yeah. So I just thought of adding that because it also has great synergy with Redox, and yeah. Then the Tutor Cherries, just there actually, and there are also Tuner, but I didn't use it because we have your Spore and your Whalers. There are enough targets. And then this card over here, Fragrant Storm, works as well. It works pretty well in combination with Thalia, and yeah, just to pop your Dandelion and then get their tokens is also pretty decent. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this deck profile. What's it called? Gameplay is coming, so yeah, feel free to rate, comment, subscribe. TDNRider signing out.